Also learning that Germany's postal service has announced temporary restrictions on package deliveries to the United States following new tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump. DHL, which operates the Deutsche Post, will temporarily suspend its standard package delivery service to the United States. The Trump administration announced in late July that it would eliminate tax exemptions on small packages entering the U.S. effective August 29th. Packages worth less than €800 will now face a 15% tax, matching other EU import rates. Other European postal services in Belgium, Austria and Denmark have already implemented similar delivery restrictions. Mr. Jindal, I hope you are at a steady location. We lost you the last time. This is not only galvanizing an anti-India stance here, but this is also the start of how the world sees America under Donald Trump. He thinks he's making America great again, but I think he's going to end up making America desperate again.
Vineet, I hope my voice is reaching you properly now.
Now it is, sir.
Yeah. So, Vineet, yes, I endorse you up to a lot of extent, because the issue is not only limited up to India. I think US as a policymaker, they don't know what to do and which way they are headed. Because what is happening, one thing is very clear, which the US has not taken seriously till now, is RIC, Russia, India, China. Now this alliance is really happening, and this could increase a lot of business between India and China. And of course, India and Russia, there are a lot of statements which are clearly endorsing that Indian and Russian business is going to increase. And US must not forget one thing. Logistics-wise, China suits us very, very much in comparison with US, because we share a huge border. Of course, all of us remember 62. All of us remember what China did to us. But for short-term interest, there could be much more higher business of India and China in comparison with US and India. And many people in India don't know when the tariffs were not there. During Joe Biden's time also, there were very months where China was our biggest trading partner. US people generally have the impression has always been our biggest trading partner, whereas it has not been so. China has been our biggest trading partner for many months prior to Donald Trump also. So it's very clear that business between India and China, of course, border dispute is one thing. Business between India and Russia may increase, and the US may lose its relevance in global trade. De-dollarization, of course, it is something which has to happen, but beyond that, the US must do some soul searching. If I ask a question to myself, what does actually US manufacture? Which particular line of manufacturing is US an expert? Except for some defense equipment, the answer would be that US is not an expert in manufacturing anything. So where is it US? What have made them the biggest economy? Because they have made themselves a mandi, a global trading hub. They have sort of projected themselves, and world has accepted it. So US must know, they must do soul searching, they must do introspection. What has made them the biggest economy? Are they the biggest manufacturers in any area? Are they biggest exporters in any area? If they are talking about trade deficit because they need things, the only thing is they have made themselves global trade center, global commerce center, whether it's stock, commodities, many trade and commerce centers have been developed in US, and their currency is being used by the world. So I think now US is going to have hard times, where actually the world may actually see why is US the biggest economy. Till now, these questions have not been seriously asked, but now
Right, sir.
all these